What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We are going to be solving, before we hop into that, let me show y'all what the thumbnails were for the last video. This is what Gemini made. Let me turn on my light so dark in here. This is the one Gemini made for longest substring without repeating characters. I thought it was dope. And we were waiting on ChatGPT to make its version. And it finally did after a few minutes. I don't know what's going on. They're like trying to force you to buy the premium version. In my all the work, come here, fluffy fella. You're gonna be in the video right now because you don't know how to stop. Here we go. Got the dog in the video. Say hi. So we're gonna go to our next LeetCode problem. Substring with concatenation of all words. Yeah, I know the deal. We're gonna copy from the bottom to the top, put it into, we're using Gemini now, and see what it comes up with. Put that in there. Let's do anime.
Okay, anime theme it is for this intricate problem. Problem summary. Imagine you have a long string of text, S, and a list of smaller words, where all the words in the list have the exact same length. Your task is to find every starting position, index, in the long string S where a piece of text begins that is formed by gluing together all the words from your list, in any possible order, without any gaps or overlaps. Anime story. The Scroll of Fragmented Prophecies. In the hidden library of Tsukiyakara, guarded by ancient spirits, lies the legendary Scroll of Whispers, S, a mile-long parchment filled with cryptic text. It's said to contain fragmented prophecies, but they only make sense when complete. A young scholar, Hina, has discovered a set of ancient key glyphs, words, powerful symbols, all precisely the same length, glyph length. She believes that finding sequences on the scroll where all these key glyphs appear consecutively, in any jumbled order, will reveal a complete prophecy fragment. The total length of such a fragment would be the number of glyphs, num glyphs, multiplied by the length of each glyph, total glyphs length. To find these fragments, Hina uses a lens of truth, a magical artifact that can view a section of the scroll exactly total glyphs length long. First, Hina meticulously notes down how many times each key glyph is required for a complete prophecy. This is her required glyph frequency map. Then, starting from the very beginning of the Scroll of Whispers, she places her lens of truth. Let's call the starting position the fragment start index. She carefully examines the text visible through the lens. She breaks down this viewed section into smaller parts, each glyph length long, checking each part. For the section viewed at the current fragment start index 1, she keeps a temporary tally, glyphs found in lens, of the glyphs she sees within the lens's view. 2, she slides her focus across the lens, examining each potential current glyph slot. 3, if she encounters a sequence that isn't one of the required key glyphs, she knows this section is not a prophecy fragment and sighs, sliding the entire lens of truth one character position down the scroll, fragment start index +1. 4, if she sees a key glyph, she notes it down in her glyphs found in lens tally. But, if she finds more instances of a specific key glyph than are listed in her required glyph frequency, she knows this configuration is wrong. It uses a needed glyph too many times, stops examining this section, and slides the lens of truth further down the scroll. 5, if she manages to examine all the glyph slots within the lens's view without finding invalid glyphs or exceeding the required counts, she makes one final check. Does her glyphs found in lens tally exactly match the required glyph frequency map? If yes, eureka! She has found a complete prophecy fragment. She records the fragment start index in her notes, result indices, and then slides the lens of truth one position down the scroll to continue her search. She repeats this process, meticulously sliding the lens character by character across the entire Scroll of Whispers, until she has found all starting points of the hidden prophecies.
Get the thumbnail prompts. And while it's doing that, we'll have chat create its version, and I will show y'all this one first. So let's make sure this code works. Perfect. Everything passed. Here, I will go through this code slowly. You want to copy it down. Feel free to pause it if you need to. All right, that was the code. Let's see what Gemini came up with. Wow, it's doing really good with following directions. Minimum window substring, and that'll be the last one, sliding windows. All right, say bye, buddy. Say bye, bye. All right, see y'all in the next one. Peace.